Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Flary Show podcast. This
Episode
is
3.
episode 3. This is our Halloween special episode,
Mhm.
and we have a special guest with us.
Her name is Gaoci. She is also my sister. So,
Yes.
but yeah, we have a special guest, Gaoci. So please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Mary and Flora, for having me on your podcast. My name is Gucci. You can call me Gucci. Some people know me as Gucci or Ame, and Gucci Ame. And you can find me on YouTube or Instagram under oncloudci.
All right. She just got a cute little puppy that she's been observing.
Come check him out on my
Yes.
channel.
What's his IG handle?
Yeah, so his IG handle is at Leo Yang the Pom. He is a white Pomeranian. Right now he's about 4 to 5 months old, and he is so cute and so fun.
He's so adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We're starting with talking about Gochi's little brand ambassador.
Mhm.
Sure, yeah, I can dive right into that. So, I am currently a brand ambassador for Peonies for Eden, and thank you for having me come in again to kind of talk about my experience with that and what they're all about. But basically, they are a local, small, family-owned business, and they design and create handmade clay jewelry. So that's like earrings and hair clip pieces. Personally, I've heard of them for the past year and a half, and I've bought from them in the past. And now being a brand ambassador, I'm super excited to work with them and to kind of promote their right now I'm wearing one of their earrings. These are one of my favorites. They're really nice material, handmade and really great quality, and they last a very long time. I haven't had any issues with their jewelry at all. And I know Mary and Flora also has an order coming in, so thank you for supporting.
Yes.
I'm excited. Although you couldn't have them today, I'm looking forward to your pictures, your posts with those earrings. They're very beautiful. They're structured nicely. They're very delicate, so you do have to anyone who's buying from them, you do have to take very good care and love them. You could shop their store on Facebook. Their Facebook name is Peonies for Eden, and they also have an Instagram page, Peonies for Eden. So definitely check them out. And if you have any questions, let Flora or Mary know, and then they can connect you with me, and I'd be happy to help.
Yes. And their jewelries are so cute and they're so like I love the colors and everything and I can't wait to get mine.
And I literally spend like an hour just scrolling through and be like, oh, this one's so cute. And then
Yes.
I see the ones that are like sold out already. I'm like, no.
Yes, yes, and that's a good thing you point out, Mary, that they do write on there if it's sold out, and it's hard, right? When you're like, oh,
Mhm.
I want this one, but
Yeah.
it's
I
already
think
taken.
that's one thing I like about the Peonies for Eden. They update if things are sold out, they do update and let people know that they are sold out and stuff. So
They have great customer service, and I know the owner, and she's very friendly, very kind. So again, very friendly, and family user on their Facebook page. So.
mhm.
All right. So we are going into the Halloween portion of our podcast. Are
Yay.
any of you dressing up for anything this year?
No.
Well, I can share a funny story about today. So this
Okay.
morning I was at work, and yesterday, like late evening, our my boss had sent out an email saying, "Hey everyone, if you didn't see the meeting notes, I know I added this late, but please come like with the costume, and then don't show yourself yet. We'll kind of review your costume, and our meetings virtually now because I am currently working from home." And so, we're meeting similar to like a Zoom platform. So we're meeting virtually, have a costume ready, and don't show your costume until, like, kind of block off your video screen until it's your turn to show. Well, this morning I wake up and I see the message. Of course, I don't have a costume prepared. So what do? I step away from the video, and when it was my turn, I turned on my video and said, "I'm a ghost," and everyone was laughing. That was my
That's
costume.
funny. That's funny. So cool.
So, Mary, to your question, yes, that was my costume this morning. Being nothing, a ghost.
Funny.
Yeah, but other than that, I think some of my friends and I know with this whole like pandemic and social distancing, it's making it hard. But you know, I have like 2-3 friends that we see each other daily, or you know, like not daily, but we talk to each other daily, and we're pretty good on self-quarantining, so we feel pretty safe on seeing each other because we don't really go out much. We just kind of, you know, shelter ourselves. So I feel safe being with them. But we might hang out tomorrow, Saturday, to do something with Halloween. If not, we'll just, you know, stay home family.
That's good. Do you have any plans, Mary?
I don't. Right. And like I'm glad my house is in the middle of nowhere because that way I don't have to worry about potential trick-or-treaters coming by.
That's so true.
Are you home now, Mary, or are you at dorm?
I'm at a little house for myself near school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
If you want to hear more about that, go to our school podcast.
Yes, I will check that out. Everyone has to check that out. We can learn a little bit more about that. Yes. Great self-promotion there.
What do you guys remember the last time you went trick-or-treating?
I actually recently had a conversation with this with one of my sisters and my little brother. Well, he's not so little, but we were talking about like, do we even remember when like last time we went trick-or-treating? And we were like, I think we do. Like the last time we went trick-or-treating was over at the neighborhood with like Trunks and Hannah and them, and like, you know, we would trick-or-treat around their neighborhood over there. And I don't remember what I was dressed as. I probably went as myself. I don't know. But yeah, I think that, I don't know how long ago that was, but it was probably like maybe, I don't remember. I don't know, maybe 14, 15. I don't know.
What about you, Mary?
The last time I remember going trick-or-treating, like, because I know since being in North Carolina, I have not gone at all, I'm pretty sure. So the last time I remember was when I was living up in PA and I went as Flora. I remember I was wearing one of her shirts and I was like, oh yeah, I'm her for Halloween. And we went around that neighborhood. So that's the last time I think I went trick-or-treating.
I think I remember that, Mary. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, that's a great memory. For me, I mean, I haven't personally gone trick-or-treating, but I have taken kids trick-or-treating, if that counts. So I would say last year, my husband has a younger brother that's like 5 years old right now, and last year he was 4, so we took him around to trick-or-treat. It was, I think, maybe not his first time. No, it wasn't his first time, but he was older enough to like understand trick-or-treating and how to ask and like remember it. And I believe he went as Spider-Man. And so it was good. He had fun. It was so much fun.
Holidays are always more entertaining with children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys remember any costumes that you've worn in the past?
I've always worn princess costumes. That's just something my mom would always get for me, and I think I was okay with it, so might as well. I can't really remember any other types of costumes I would wear. Again, I always just think about like your kindergarten years, right? Like your first grade. My favorite costume, like in elementary school, I was Blossom from Powerpuff Girls. That was my favorite costume ever. It was so empowering. What about you, Mary?
I know when I was younger and we still lived in the house in Philly, I was Rapunzel one year.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went as Flora that one year. And then like in college, I think it was like my freshman year, I went to a Halloween party and I literally just put on like the leather jacket that I always used to wear. And then people would ask me what I was for Halloween. And I was like, oh, I'm the Asian beatboxer the Asian beatboxer in an a cappella group, referencing Pitch Perfect.
Perfect. I love Pitch Perfect. That's awesome.
Yes.
That was my low budget, don't really need to do anything.
That's awesome. A DIY right there.
It was funny because when I was dorming over at my old university, my friends were like, this is when the movie started coming out to all the boys I loved before, and they're like, Flora, you should go as Lana. I mean, as Laura,
Jean.
Laura
Yeah.
Jean, yeah, Laura Jean, and I was like, wow, I could just wear
Cute.
clothes and be her. Yeah,
Hold a couple of letters in your hand.
yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I think also speaking of like college, I forget what year, either freshman or sophomore year, our floor had like, or our building had like a trick or treating event for kids to go through each floor in the dorm. And on my floor, we did, I forget what theme, but my room or my dorm, my roommate and I, we did Alvin and the Chipmunks. So we dressed up as like Alvin and the Chipmunks because we had like glasses and then we just wore like the color shirt. That was
That's so
fun.
cute.
I guess my thing with costumes is like I either don't want to do much about it or just like, pretend I'm some simple character, or like I want to go all in and do like something really good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do.
It's always fun to like when you go all out to have like friends or like family,
Yeah.
to go like to do something with it's more fun to go all out. But if it's just like I gotta go to a party or just to hang out, I'd rather not sweat in my costume, right? And I'm thinking about like the pandemic now. If people are going to Halloween costumes and you have to wear a mask, it's like, oh, that's gonna be hard or easy. That could just be your costume right there. So.
All right. Do you guys have any Halloween traditions?
No.
Buy candy, not to put out the door, but to eat for myself. But yeah, no, just to, I don't know, just to have candy, I guess, like to buy candy. If we could, like, I know, like, right now I live far away from my home state. So, but usually when we're with family, we just hang out, carve pumpkins, do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I carved my first pumpkin this year.
You
Ooh.
really?
Yeah, I've
What
never
do you
carved a pumpkin before, and
Wow.
I don't have a picture of it. I wish I took a picture.
Mary.
Failed.
It was just it was like a little, what is this called? Spiral.
Okay.
For eyes and then like a squiggly mouth.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I always thought like it was gonna be super duper hard because when you imagine a pumpkin, you think it's really hard, and
Mhm.
so it was a pleasant surprise to figure out how easy it was.
Yeah. No, I first started carving a pumpkin, like my first time carving a pumpkin was 2 years ago. I was carving it again at my dorm that I used to dorm, the university I used to dorm at. Me and my friends, we got pumpkins, and we got huge pumpkins. Like they didn't have like small pumpkins or anything, so we got like a really huge pumpkin, and we decided to carve it. And my friend had pumpkin carvings, like the utensils and stuff, and so we carved it, and I thought it was gonna be super hard too, but like it ended up being like really like easy to like carve and stuff. Pumpkin skin is really thick though. But yeah, and I made like I forget what it was. It's like a skeleton within a skeleton. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah,
Wow.
I don't know.
Sounds
Yeah.
extra creepy.
I don't know if I have a picture of it. I don't think so. I don't know. We both failed at that.
I'm not going to join in that. I do not have a picture. And I think I haven't carved a pumpkin in like the past, if you count this year, the past 2 years.
Mhm.
You guys have a favorite Halloween movie? Some people are very passionate about this.
Okay,
Some people
I got to
are.
think about my favorite Halloween movie, but have you seen QB Halloween?
No.
It's an Adam Sandler movie. It is so funny. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's awesome. It's funny, but it's also like it teaches about bullying and stuff like that. So it's really good. You should watch it. But I gotta think about my favorite Halloween movie.
I don't know. Um,
I mean, because I've never seen like Hocus Pocus or The Addams Family or any of that.
Same.
And I feel like those are always the movies that people are like, oh, it's that time of year again. We have to watch all these every single day.
Yeah. I must say, Twitches.
I know. I have to think back to like the Disney reruns that we watched all day long. Like, I swore that's all I did as a kid, like as growing up, was watch shows and movies. I don't know why I'm blanking out. Like, can't think of one.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is this movie called Witches about like the rat, like these rats or these.
Oh, the new one. The new one.
It's not new. It was an older one. I haven't seen the new one yet.
Okay.
But when I was a teenage, this movie came out. It's about like these little boys that get turned into like a rat, and then they figure out these witches. But I like that movie. I think it's called Witches.
Nothing.
No, I mean, I think, I mean,
Say something. I said a
Scooby-Doo.
movie.
Still love Scooby-Doo. We all love Scooby-Doo.
I don't know. And then I'm trying to think like, oh, maybe just a scary movie, but I don't. Some scary movies are just, they're so bad that they're funny to me.
Can I say something really funny too? I mean, I guess not funny. It's kind of sad, but funny. I guess I can't think of a scary movie because before I moved like out of state, I went to college for like 5-6 years, and I lived away from home, and I refused for those 6 years to watch a scary movie because I live with my roommate or I live by myself, so I didn't watch any scary movies, and I was never scared to be by myself. So I deprived myself of scary movies on purpose. So I need to catch up.
No, that's funny because like Lolly's my roommate and he lives with me. And like anytime I'm like, oh, I want to watch this scary thing. He's like, no, because you're gone sometimes and I'm home alone. And I'm like,
yes, Lolly. Lolly knows how I feel. Exactly. Love it.
Lolly's such a baby.
You live in the middle of nowhere where there's no people around, like nobody's gonna come.
Dude, that's where they bury the dead bodies.
It's true.
In the middle of nowhere. Don't you watch the scary movies?
We do live to 2 cornfields. There's a cornfield on that side.
Oh God.
No.
Oh my God, man. Even worse. No wonder Lolly's worried.
No, I can't watch scary movies at night. I can watch it in the daytime. I can't watch it at night.
I like movies that are like I don't like movies that are like paranormal. How do you say that word?
Paranormal.
Yes, that paranormal. I don't like those kind of movies, but I do like mystery kind of, you have to figure it out movie. It's scary, like, it's scary, like maybe someone got killed and you think it's a ghost, or that you think someone's possessed, but actually it's someone who might have had like maybe they're in like a mental house and something happened to them traumatically as a kid that caused them to do something as an adult, like kill someone or kidnap someone. I can watch those movies because those are like kind of real, but like the ghost movies that you can't explain, I'd rather not watch those until I'm like out of college so I don't scare myself.
Okay, so speaking of like scary stories,
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be talking about scary stories.
that transition there. So
Yes, perfect.
when we were younger, there was a whole bunch of us. There's a lot of us.
A lot.
Like
A big
10
family.
plus.
Yes.
And, classroom.
Yes.
It was very hard, and we're all like varying ages. Even now, like there's still children popping out.
Yes.
So it was always very hard to entertain a group of like 10 kids from ages 2 to 17. But something we used to do was Gaoci used to corral us all into a little small circle and tell us scary stories. And for some reason, we all thought that was okay.
Okay, so I don't know why we keep having her tell a scary story. Like,
okay, yes, exactly. I remember, like, you remember Sangsu?
Yeah.
Or like, you guys would come up to me and be like, "Can you tell us a scary story?"
Yes.
Like, you asked for it. I'm just like, "Weren't you scared the other day?" I was scared myself.
But you told like a really good scary story.
Oh, I know. I wish I can remember all of them, or like I recorded them, because I gotta give myself props. Like, I made those stories up.
Yes.
Like that second.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, do you want to say?
Oh no, go ahead. You can go.
Okay, so one of the stories that I do remember, I mean, I remember a lot of stories. I have good memory.
Good, that's good. Now we're recording it.
So one, I don't know if you remember, but one of the stories, we were in a house. We all like all of us kids were in a house. The story always deals with us kids. Like there's characters. It's always dealing with us kids. And Gaoci would actually include herself into the story too. So we were all in a house, and this phone kept ringing, and every single time we pick up, there would be no answers, I think, and we would hang up, and then I think a while the door would knock, and we were like, "Where's this knock coming from?" Someone would open the door, but no, there was no one there or anything. So then we would close it, and then the phone would ring again, and we would pick it up, and there would be no answers. And I think it just kept doing that, but then like each time frame, someone would be missing, and then I think while we were also opening the door kept getting stuck too. So everyone was trying to figure out like, why is the door getting stuck? There's no one on the other side of the door. Why is there the phone ringing? And then people kept being missing and everything. And then we finally were able to open the door. I forget how the story was, but we were finally able to open the door, and someone walked out and they tripped. And then they're like, "What is going on?" And then I don't know how to make the story sound scary, but I forget like how you made it sound scary. But I don't know. But in the end, it turned out like someone. Oh, I think we saw a hand on the floor. Like it's.
I remember it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like someone buried underground, and their hand was sticking out. That's what they tripped over. And then we're like, "Ah!" And everyone started running back into the house. And then the phone kept ringing. Everyone didn't want to answer the phone or anything. I don't know how the story ended, but then we found out that it was like, I don't even know how the story ended.
Or was this the story where like were we in like Hannah and Trunks' house?
We're always in Hannah and Trunks' house.
No. And then like and then it was raining and it thunderstormed. Is this the story or no?
I don't know. I think maybe that might be the story.
Okay, so like when we kept telling the story, I don't know, was Mary there when this happened?
I think so. I don't know.
We were like all there, and then I was telling the story, and then it thunderstormed. All of you guys screamed. I screamed. And we all ran. Like, I forget, where did we run?
We ran onto the bed. Like we were in a room, and there was a bed, and the thunderstorm and the lightning, and we're all like screaming and ran onto the bed under the.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was like a cartoon.
I just thought it was hilarious because I screamed and like I ran with you guys through the bed. Like,
yeah. No, I think you and two other people ran outside the doors. You left us, and we kids were like scared under the bed.
That was so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah. There was also another story. Yeah, there was also another story. I like your scary stories because they would be scary, and like you would always like, what is that word? You always somehow make it not intrigue.
Like leave with a cliffhanger, or like that you wanted to know.
No, like
interactive.
Yeah, interactive, and you always make it
comedic. funny.
Yeah, comedic. Yeah, you always make it comedic.
I do. I remember that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I do remember like adding jokes or like making you guys like
Yes.
be funny. Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. I love.
And like
how
the ending result would always be comedic. Like it
Yeah.
would be something funny. Like it would like
That's
it had
true.
nothing to deal with anything scary. Like it literally was just comedic. So
That's true.
like another story, I don't know if you remember this, but there's a taxi driver. I think it was Sangsu and Gia. They were taxi drivers.
Oh yes.
They were driving
Yes.
and then
I
they picked
remember.
up I forget who they picked up, but they picked up one of us and they sat in the back. And they kept they were driving and they kept looking at the rearview mirror and the person was not in the back. So they turned around and the person was back there. And they're like, what? So they're like, it's probably just our eyes. So they drive and then they looked at the mirror again and she wasn't back there. So they turned around again and she was back there. They're like, what is going on? Like, why is she disappearing on the mirror? Like I don't know what's going on. So then the third time they did it, they drove and they looked up. She wasn't there. So they slammed on the brakes and then they turned around and she was bleeding all over. And they screamed and they ran out the door. And then whoever was in the back, they're like, wait, no, it wasn't, I'm not like killing anyone or anything. And in reality, she really was just picking her nose in the back and didn't want anyone to see.
I did remember that. Yeah, she was like every time. They would look in the mirror. She was just like she would bend down and like pick her nose, right?
Yes.
And then,
Yes.
and then when they slam on the brake, she was picking her nose, and that's like caused the bleeding.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that, right? They think like
Yes.
she's a ghost and she's like bleeding. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I didn't remember that story until you told it. I just like, oh my god, it just brought back memories. It's so crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah. And that story was told in our basement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember there's a story like Lolly, like where he like froze and was like a clown or something? Maybe Lolly remember. I don't remember. Mary, you'll have to ask Lolly. See if he remembers that story.
We probably should have like wrote this down or something.
I know. Yeah, I don't remember what the story was, but
Do you remember the Pick-a-Me?
I don't. Wait, is that the closet one?
Yes.
Like, I don't remember why.
I think we just heard.
A knock, right?
No,
and
we
you
just.
go into a room and you guys can see anything.
No, I think we were in a room and all we kept hearing is Pick-a-Me, Pick-a-Me, Pick-a-Me.
Oh.
And we didn't know where to look. Like we didn't know where it was coming from. Every single time we opened doors or the closet, like nothing was there. And then it just kept saying Pick-a-Me, Pick-a-Me, Pick-a-Me. And I think in the end we finally figured out it was in the closet and it was
in a monkey.
A monkey?
In the closet saying Pick-a-Me, Pick-a-Me.
I don't know where any stories come from. Oh, come on, Mary.
I know for me it's hard to remember, but then like when you tell it for, I remember it. Like telling about it and like you guys laughing, you know. And even do you guys remember Nana? Like
yes.
Yeah, or her part of it, like her role in the story was always like this. She was always like the main character where she gets to play the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
And I would use you each in like different roles.
I remember one that was scary. That reminded me when you said you brought up Nana.
Oh, you have good memory. Like, how do you remember this?
But I'm not telling them in a way that people could feel the scariness of these stories. These stories are scary.
I know. I remember, like, we all would laugh so hard, or like we all be so scared that we like jump on the bed. You know, like it was good. But you're doing good for it. It's like you remind me of how it feels. Like I remember feeling that way.
Okay, so I think this one also dealt with a phone. Maybe I mixed the first story up with it. I don't know. But this one dealt with a phone. And maybe I did. The phone kept ringing. And we went to go pick it up. I think I mixed the first one with this one. And I don't know actually anymore. Anyways, this is, so basically this one was a story where we all kept getting killed off. And not really killed off, but we went missing. And we would see this figure in the corner. Um, I think it was like sitting in the corner. Or,
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
yeah. And like, we would, like, I think like there's like situations we were doing, it always dealt with like inside a house. And like we were trying to like go different directions with.
I have a question. Where's the adult in this story?
You were the
Like,
adult.
there's a bunch of kids in the story. There's a bunch of kids in a house.
Yeah. Oh no! Sometimes we would have a Pala in it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, continue with your story. Sorry.
But this I don't know how to explain this story because I forget how it is. Basically, it was a shadow figure in a corner, and we would try to like figure out like what this figure is in the corner. I think the phone also kept ringing. I think the phone was next to the figure. Oh, okay. Actually, I got it. So the phone was next to the figure. So every single time the phone rang, someone would see a figure and they would like scream and they would come back. Okay, yeah, we were in a room. Okay, I'm piecing these together. So we were all in a room and the phone kept ringing. So then one of us went to go and check on the phone. The person picked up and there was no answer on the other end. So they hanged up and they went back to the other room where we were all in. Then the phone rang again. So another person went to pick up the phone and they saw the shadow figure next to the phone. That's what it is. And they screamed and they ran back to the room. And they told everyone, there's a figure. So everyone walked over to where the phone was and there was no figure or anything. So everyone's calling that person crazy. I'm not sure which person was it, but everyone went back to the one room and then the phone rang again. And the person's like, don't go, there's a shadow figure, don't go. So then I think one of the older kids, you chose one of the kids, be like, okay, you kids stay here. I'm the older one. I'm gonna go pick up the phone. So they left and they never came back. And everyone's like, why are they not back? Blah, blah, blah. The phone was still ringing. And then I think everybody kept disappearing one after another. And then I think the shadow figure, I don't know how, again, I don't really remember how it all connects, but somehow the shadow figure I think maybe the shadow figure maybe was talking or something. Got scared, everyone was running around the house. And then later on, we actually noticed that it was Nana that was.
Oh yeah, no, like she was sick or something, right?
Yeah, she was like sick, and she was coughing. She was like, "I was trying to tell you guys to help me" or something. But no one was coming and stuff like that. So, and then the people who disappeared, I don't know, somehow came back. I don't really remember why they disappeared.
Oh my gosh, I do remember that story. I do remember that, and like everyone would laugh, and like, oh, it was just such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was such a good time.
Mm-hmm. I feel
that
like
was a good one, Flora. I remember that. So thanks for remembering that because I did not remember that, but I do remember it now.
Yeah, I just wish I could tell it in a way that can get our viewers to like feel scared of the same stories we were scared of, but I can't.
Girl, I wish I was like I could remember. I wish I could remember like detailing that. But I think about my stories was about telling it in the moment with you guys. You know what I mean? Like I just think of it on the spot.
Yeah.
So it's like when I think of it now, if I don't see your faces, like I can't remember the order or the sequence of how they told it.
I think maybe also we can get the crew and we
like Singsu, Nana, Lally. Yeah, I think you guys can piece the stories together,
Yeah.
Because you guys all remember your part.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you remember Flora did this or Singsu did this, And so I just told the story. I don't remember everybody's part. so, but it was so much fun. And like you telling the story just brings back such good memories, like childhood memories of like babysitting you guys. And you guys were hands down the best kids to babysit. You guys are so well behaved. You guys definitely listen to
Well, can I tell you that you're the worst because you left us kids in the room after the thunderstorm?
Hey, you guys asked for it, okay? You guys asked for the stories. Oh, so funny.
I feel like as we've gotten older, it's kind of evolved to us all playing werewolf
Yeah, Mafia.
and Mafia.
Yes.
Yeah, which is
That actually made our stories a lot better.
Yep, we all have real roles.
Yes.
So she isn't the one deciding it. You're right.
Maybe we could.
Now it is about werewolf and Mafia and telling stories that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to talk about that, like your experience with Mafia and werewolf?
Yeah, we could.
Again, so generally it's again one of those things where it's like we have so many of us and we're like, do you guys want to play Mafia?
Mafia, yes. It's like our go-to game.
And
yeah.
And it's usually the one who volunteers to tell a story, right?
Yes. It's either Gaoci or Gaoci, but mostly Kia.
Since I moved away, it's Kia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, who are like the really good players that like you really have to like watch for, that you feel like?
It's definitely you, Gaoci.
Yes, can I say something? Every time I play Mafia, Mary, they kill me off like the first round because they know I'm gonna guess who it is or I'm gonna kill fast.
I remember the last time we played werewolf, it was just I forget who betrayed me. I think it was Goalie. And I was so betrayed because I like completely believed her about something and she was the werewolf or something. And I was like, hold on. He's lied to my face about this.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm so upset about that.
You know who's a good player in Mafia?
Yeah, who?
It's Jordan.
Yeah.
Really? I haven't played with him yet. Or them.
Yeah, Jordan's a good player.
Oh, we have to play. We have to like do a family reunion with all the kids and we all have to play Mafia or werewolf.
Everybody has you now, so we can do it.
Yes, it's true. You know, Mary's a good Mafia player.
Oh,
I feel like I never did a role, and then when
you're always the villain.
Yeah, and then usually the role I get is nurse. I never save anybody.
Oh my gosh, Mary, you're just like Flora always gets nurse or the cop. I don't know why.
No, I don't. I always get nurse. I rarely get cop or Mafia.
Yeah, yes, good cop. Yes, good cop.
Yes, Gaz cop.
She's good Mafia.
So good Mafia.
Or werewolf.
Or werewolf.
If he's Jiha is hard to tell if he's like telling the truth.
And Holly.
Yeah, his face is like he's already like nice and kind. I was like, are you lying? Are you not lying?
Yes. I think Lolly. Yeah, I think Lolly and Jiha are wild cards. They you can't tell. You can't tell with them.
Oh, I know. Lolly puts up a good front, like a good face. Either laughing or joking.
Mm-hmm.
The second he like becomes slightly suspicious, it's just if you play with a bunch of the boys, they're like, "Oh, it's Lolly. It's Lolly. It's definitely Lolly.
Yes.
Lolly." And then it's like, no, it could be
a
someone
Mafia.
else. Whatever game we're playing, if Lolly's least bit suspicious, they're just like, "Oh, it's Lolly."
Yeah, Spyfall too.
Oh yeah, Spyfall's another good one.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the groups for Zoom meetings are only 40 minutes. So
How long is your podcast like usually?
The first one was like 30 minutes, and then the second one was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, so it really doesn't matter. We wanted to call it a mini cast, and now we're just keeping it as a podcast. But we were talking about playing Mafia and Werewolf and stuff, and we got cut off. But what I was saying is Mafia is like a good way for us to like have those scary stories and you know, sometimes those scary, and it doesn't have to even be a scary story to play Mafia, but like we again love the scary stories and stuff like that. So not saying I remember any of them, even though they're probably the most more recent ones than those scary stories we were talking about in the beginning of this. But yeah, I think playing these games really helped us one have like a good like group setting for at least like a Halloween or a scary setting. And yeah, I think we all like playing Mafia and Werewolf and Spyfall.
So moving on to my last question is, what are both of your greatest fears?
Oh gosh.
I think for me, and maybe this is for everyone, but like the dark, where it's like not the dark where like, you know, like you're in your room, you're fine, but like my fear would probably be like where I can't see a thing. Like I don't know what's in front of me, you know, or like where I am. So that would be a fear, like the dark-ish kind of.
Yeah.
Lost.
Oh, what fears I have. I mean, I guess I can say I'm afraid of heights. I don't know. But like I feel like after a while, if like I am in a high area, after a while I like feel fine. Like I'm not afraid of heights. But like if I were to go somewhere right now that's super high, like the top of the Eiffel Tower, I probably would be scared to be up there for like a few minutes. So I don't know. I don't really know a fear. Not saying that I don't get scared, but like
No, Flora, I feel you. I went to the Mall of America in Minnesota, and it's like really tall, and I was scared, like being up on like the, you know, the highest level. It's like scary when you look down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like that feeling of like you're gonna
falling.
fall.
Yeah. What about you, Mary?
I definitely don't have a fear of heights. I like being up really high, but well, I don't know where that comes from actually. I always want, like, for some reason in high school, I always really wanted to be like on the roof of the high school and just look out, which I never got to do. But then what I was told when I graduated was Lolly apparently went up there with my parents, and I was like, well, why didn't you tell me? I want to go up there too. So I've never really had a big fear of heights. I'm definitely claustrophobic. Just, you know, I feel like I can't move. And it's just like I need my space. And then if I think about it too hard or like try to dive into the legend, I get really freaked out of Slenderman.
What is it?
Slenderman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I just go through these periods where I just think about it and I get like really curious about it and I start researching and then seeing all this stuff. I'm like, oh dear God, I can't look at all this.
Yeah. Like I can't do those things. I don't know. Like I can't do jump scares. I can't do like
this kind of made me think of have you guys seen Kelly Clarkson's new show on YouTube?
No.
But do you guys know Kelly Clarkson, like the singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had, you guys should do a reaction to her video. She has 2 videos, and she pulls like little sentences in a hat, and it's like parents who share stories of their kids that they did something creepy, and like Kelly reacts to it. But you guys should check it out, and it's pretty creepy.
Maybe we will react to it.
Yeah, you guys should react to it. You guys should do a video reacting to each of her statements. But she has 2 videos. You guys should do it. It's short too.
Like just a little kid, and then like, if it, you're like, you know, sometimes when older people do stuff, you're like, oh, they're just crazy. But then when a kid does it, you like, you know, kids only tell the truth, and it's just like, oh dear God, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys believe in aliens?
Possible.
Why is this popping up?
You know what, I think anything is possible because come on, like look at 2020.
Yeah, true.
Anything is possible. I'm sure like we're trying to research something, they're trying to research us. You know, like I really believe that.
I think it was earlier this year the FBI revealed like something about aliens. I can't remember what it was, but it got lost in everything else that was 2020. And then I saw like a few weeks ago where this guy was like, did everybody just forget that the FBI admitted aliens are real? Oh geez, I can't remember what it was about. Something about UFOs, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I forget what it is too. But yeah, I remember the whole announcement with the aliens being real. And then it totally just got slipped out of people's minds or something. I don't know.
Speaking of aliens, my husband and I were watching.
You aliens?
Back to like what? My husband and I went back to watch like The Simpsons, like all their old episodes, but the Halloween specials. And one of my favorite episodes was when everyone thought Mr. Burns was an alien. I don't know if you ever seen those episodes, but oh my god, it cracked me up. But it was creepy, but it was funny.
They pumped a lot of those Halloween episodes because it's like 3 or 4 short stories in just one episode.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, they do this, which I never realized. I always thought it was like different episodes, but when I watched back, I was like, oh my god, this is like 4 stories in one episode.
Yeah. But I think that's why I like cartoons, because like they would either have like 2 episodes, like two stories in one episode or something, like Fairy Godparents or SpongeBob or and I'm going Nickelodeon and Disney because those are the things I like to reference. But like, yeah, that's why I like cartoons, because it feels like you watch more. A lot of it, but really it's the same amount.
The hash slinging hash
slinging slash hash. Hash slinging. I'm gonna try to figure out how to say it now.
I'm sure we can find a gif of it.
So I am out of questions. Flora, do you have any Halloween related questions?
Not that I could think of. Like, how about you, Gaoci?
Not that I could think of. I just wish there was a bunch of kids that could play that Jimmy Kimmel trick on. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
What is it? The I ate your Halloween candy?
Yeah.
Show?
Yes.
I love watching those.
Those are cute.
But yeah, no, I can't think of anything else.
So at the end of our podcast, Flora and I tell everybody what our current favorite song is.
So Gaoci, would you like to say what your favorite song is for right now?
On the spot.
My favorite song is okay. Well, I guess I don't have a favorite song because her album is really good. But the singer Jean Aiko, I really like her. No, maybe more my generation. But she just this past summer she came out with this song. And let me quick and cheat look up that one song I really like. But yeah, I can hear the song in my head. But while I'm doing that, you guys can go ahead and share your favorite song.
Do you want to go or?
I mean, I'm looking at my Spotify right now.
Okay. So one of my favorite songs currently is "Kings and Queens" by Ava Max. I think it recently came out. It's just a song that's always been on the radio, so it's like one of my favorite songs right now.
Also today, Sam Smith and Ariana Grande released their albums. So I haven't listened to them
My
yet.
husband says that. He's like, good morning. You want Ariana Grande's album? I'm like, did she release one? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how'd you know before me?
Keeping up.
But recently I've been listening to like throwback songs. And
So this is Jean. And then her song, my favorite song is Love from her. So. But anyway, yeah.
I mean, something I've been listening to a lot lately, I guess, is Somebody That I Used to Know.
Somebody that I used to know.
Yeah. It's just, I don't really listen to music that's out recently because it's a lot of like trap and rap
Yeah.
stuff. And that's
Yeah.
not really my vibe. So I'm just like, let me go
Yeah.
back to 2012 and listen to this music.
Yeah, I'm with you, but the only reason why I know like the recent song with Ava Max and Kings and Queens because I listen to the radio in my car. I don't really put on my phone music. Like I just put on the radio because it's just something quick. Sometimes I'm running late too. I just turn on the radio. So yeah, that's how I know recent songs. But I really don't really listen to a lot of recent songs.
So I hope you guys all have a safe Halloween.
Yes, wear your mask if you're going trick or treating.
Or to a party.
Or to a party. Yes.
No dangerous pranks, just TP someone's house.
TP a bush,
Yeah.
TP's a house.
What was that, Flora?
TP a bush, but don't TP a house. It's too much work. You
You're
don't
gonna
want to clean.
TP anything. TP your own house.
I feel like that's has a different meaning in 2020 though, since everybody hoarded toilet paper.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like
Everyone.
paper.
Yeah. I think everyone doesn't want to TP anyone's house at this point.
So have a safe Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and go check out Gaoci's channel.
Yes. Check out Gaoci's channel. Her channel is oncloudci.
We'll put a link down below.
Yeah.
And make sure to check out Peonies by Eden. They have they're jewelry.
They're really pretty.
Yeah.
I think so too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank
No
you.
problem.
Yeah, I'm talking
Thank
to you
you.
guys. So it's so crazy that like we can talk about the same stuff now because you both are in college. So like, the only thing I wish is that we all live closer so we could all borrow each other's clothes.
Yeah. We all live
All right.
states away.
Good to see you, girl.
Okay. And thank you for watching our Halloween special podcast. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.